Okay, hello everybody. So today's lesson, we're going to do some writing practice. So we talked about how to use verb tenses, how we use our vocabulary to talk about wants and needs. So today I wanted to give you some practice to write about your wants and needs. So this video, you will need to get out um, like a notebook, any kind of, it doesn't have to be a notebook, but if you just have a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil that you can write on and practice doing this. If you don't have pen or paper, you could type this out on your phone. And if you don't have any of that when you're watching this video, at least try to think about how you would write this. But I would like it for you to practice writing it. So what we're going to do is I want you to, here, I'll get out a little pen so I can show you as we go. So I want you to write this on a paper, not the exact words, but I'll show you. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to write a line down the middle of the paper, and then close to the top, I want you to write another line that goes all the way across. And it kind of will look like a little T almost. But we're doing this because I want us to make what we call a chart um, to organize the phrases or the words that we want to use. So on one side of the chart, you're going to write the word want, and on the other side, you're going to write the word need. So it looks just like this. Now, on this side of the chart, under the word want, I want you to write 3 things that you want. You don't have to, or you do not need to make a full, complete sentence. If it's just 1 word, if it's just 2 words or 3, that is okay. So for me, and this is going to be what you want, I wrote things that I want, but it will be things that you want. So for example, some things that I want is I want my own apartment. I want to be a better teacher. So I wrote better teacher. I also want a big garden. So I put big garden. These are all things that I want, things that are important to me, but also things that are not important for me to survive, right? That's what a want is. A want is kind of like a hope or a wish. It's something that doesn't need to happen, is not important for me to survive, but it's something that is important to me. So, not important to survive, not important to survive, but something that I like to have, something that I would like to do. Okay, so now that I wrote down all my wants, you might start thinking of yours. Maybe you want a car. Maybe you want a vacation and a long vacation. So you could write that. Want long vacation here under the want side. Or maybe you want new clothes or new shoes. Maybe it's a certain kind of shoe. Maybe you want fancy high heels. Maybe you want a Gucci jacket. I don't know. It could be anything. So just remember that when you write a want, it's something that you don't need, something that is not important for you to survive. Needs are important to survive, meaning usually, you know, food, water, a place to sleep, but also you can consider or think of a need that is something that helps you with your job. Maybe you need a different job. It could be anything. Um, A want is something that is not any of those. It's something that would make your life nicer, but it's not going to keep you from being alive or to keep you from um, having money to survive. So I don't need my own apartment, but it's something that I want, right? So just think of something that is three things that you want and write them under this side. Okay, and the next side, you're going to write things that you need. I need health insurance. I need to be organized and I need exercise. I don't really exercise right now. So, um, when I say organized, now this one is a kind of a new idea. When we talk about needs, mostly we've talked about objects, right? A house, food, water, money. Those are like things that you can hold, right? In real life, things that you can touch. Being organized is an idea, right? It's the state of mind, right? Kind of like need or think or feel. It's not something you can touch or hold, but it's something that happens in your mind. And organized is a quality of a person. It's not something that you can like see or touch, right? Like you could touch my hair or you could touch my arm, but you can't really touch somebody's who is organized, you know? It doesn't work like that. So what you can say, um, but you can still use ideas and things that are in your mind as a need. So the reason I can say I need to be organized is it's important for my job. Um, Maybe your one of your needs is I need to be more punctual, which means I need to be on time for things. Um, Sometimes I have a hard time being on time, right? Showing up to work right when I'm supposed to. So that is something that's a need because it's something that your job depends on. It's something that is important for you to keep your job. Maybe you realize, "Ah, I need to be more safe. I'm not a very safe person. I don't look when I cross the street. I go out walking late at night alone. Um, those kinds of things. So maybe you're like, oh, I need to be more safe. So they're not things that you can grab, right? They're not things that you can get. They're things that you have to change about yourself that happen in your mind, right? So one of my needs is health insurance, right? That's something I can sign up for. That's something that I can go get, right? But to be organized is something that I need to do with myself. It's not something I can go out and buy, something I can sign up for, right? And exercise. Exercise is an action, right? It comes from me, right? Me choosing to, but it's something that I can physically do, right? So that is some of my needs that I wrote down. Maybe you're thinking and you're like, I need to um get, let's see, what's a good need? I need to get a car. Now, you can have a want that's, oh, I want a car. It's something, but that you like to have, but it's not something that is so important that you need it to survive. You don't need it to get to your job. But maybe you do need a car. Maybe you have kids that you need to drop off at school and then go to work right after, right? And you don't have time to take the bus. Maybe you need it because you um, work another job after the first job and you have to go straight there and there's no time to take the bus. That would be a need, right? I need a car. Or maybe your car is, it doesn't work very well and you need a new one. I need a new car. So just think of things that you need. Or you could be like me and say, I need to change something about myself. I need to be nicer, right? I need to be kinder. I need to listen better. Or maybe something that you need or want to do is I need to understand English better. I want to understand how to write in English. Um, the only thing that I want you to do as you're writing this is try to be specific. Now, specific means you're not saying things in general. Like you don't say, I need to be better at English. Try and pick something that you need um, to do or you want to learn more about in English. So maybe you say, I want to be able to read an English chapter book. Or or maybe you say, I need to go to nursing school. That's something that is so important for you to continue living. Or maybe I want to go to nursing school. But you don't need to write them out in a full sentence here. You could just write health insurance, organized exercise, my own apartment, better teacher. Uh, something that you may want that we just talked about is I want nursing school. I want to go to nursing school, but you could just write nursing school. Now, so the next part we're going to do is we're going to put these into full sentences, full complete sentences, but we're going to write them. So we wrote this chart. Now, underneath the chart, I want you to start writing these sentences. So the first one we're going to focus on is my own apartment. So since it's a want, we're going to start with the sentence I want because it's me. And you will write I want as well. I want my own apartment. So that one was easy, right? I just used I want, which is our simple present tense. Remember, we use that one to write our wants and needs. I want my own apartment. So we write this, I want. That's what we start. And then I just had to add my own apartment. I want my own apartment. And it worked. Boom, complete sentence. Now, the next word, better teacher. I want better teacher. Now, this is where we have to practice using things that we call determiners or prepositions in English. Determiners are words like a, an, and the. Prepositions are to, for, those kinds of things. So I want better teacher. Now, if I said I want better teacher, that would mean that I was saying I don't like my teacher and I want my teacher to be better. Or I want a different teacher that is better. And that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is I want to be the better teacher, to be a better teacher. So I'm not gonna use that sentence. I have the phrase a better teacher. So what I would say is I want to be a better teacher. So I would add to be a better teacher because when I say better teacher, it's kind of like it's something that I have to do. So I would have to use the verb be, right? To be. To be, and then I use a because I'm talking about a specific teacher, me, right? I want to be a better teacher. Now, the next one, I want big garden. Now, again, this sentence, I just took the word that I wrote down. I want simple present tense, that's correct. Big garden, I want big garden. This is not technically correct. Although if you said I want big garden, people would understand what you mean. I would need to use I want a big garden. Because if I said I want big garden, it would kind of sound like big garden was something I could buy, right? Or a place I could go. But when you say a big garden, it makes it sound like it's one specific one, right? And it lets us know they're not saying big garden is a place or like something you can buy. The word big is describing the word garden. I want a big garden. Okay, now we're gonna go on to needs. Now, we have our first one, I need. So instead of saying I want, we say I need. And that is simple present tense, and that's how we use to what we use to talk about wants and needs. I need, subject, and the verb need or want. And then we put everything else after it. I need, and the first thing I wrote down is health insurance. So I start by going, I need health insurance. And this is correct because health insurance is is something that you can go out and get, right? It's something you can sign up for and pay for. It's not, you know, describing something that you do. Now, the next word I wrote is organized. Now, you may be wondering, why did she put a past tense ending on the word organize, right? The verb organize. Why did she put a past tense? Now, if I wrote I need organize, people won't understand what you're saying. I need organize. It kind of sounds like you're trying to say that you as a person want to be organized, but it doesn't really work. People won't really understand. So what you need to say is, I need to be organized. So here, let's go back. When I said I want a big garden, or when I said I want to be a better teacher, right? The reason we use to be is because it's something that I need to do. The reason we use the word a is because we're referring to a way to be, a person, a place, or a thing, and not a verb, right? So when I say I need to be organized, I do not need to put an a after to be because organize is a verb, right? Now, you may be asking, why did she say I need to be, which is simple present tense, but then the verb she uses at the end, it has an ed on it. She's not talking about the past. When we are talking about qualities that we have, things that you can use to describe a person, something a person does, we often use verbs to talk about them, right? If somebody is, let's see, happy is an emotion, right? Organized is it's describing somebody, the quality of somebody. And the reason, now this is where it might be confusing because you could say, well, wouldn't you use simple present tense, organize? Because organize means that they do it a lot, that they do it often. Or I need to be organizing means, it's continuous, right? The reason we use I need to be organized is because it's talking about not just a verb. Like, it's not just saying I need to, if you were going to do something, you would say, I am organizing my house this weekend. I need to organize my my car insurance papers. You would use it that way because you're using it as a verb. When I say this, I need to be organized, I need to be, not I need to. When you say to be, it means to exist, right? As a person, it's to do something as a person. So that's why we use organized, because it's describing it as a quality. A little bit confusing, we'll keep going. So the last one, I need to exercise. This one is correct. I need to exercise is just fine. So really, it's not that it's incorrect. So let me fix that right now and just get rid of that big X that is making it so it seems like it's wrong. I need to exercise, or when you say I need exercise, that's okay. When you say I need exercise. Um, but when you say I need exercise, it makes it sound like you don't do it at all, which I know for all of you, and for myself, we are walking around, we are at a job where we're bending over and grabbing things and lifting things. We're moving our bodies the whole time. So I do get exercise, right? So if you say I need exercise, it's saying that you do not do it at all, that you just sit and don't do anything all day. Now, I would say, to make it a better sentence, I need to exercise more. I want to use the word more because I already do exercise. I just need to do it more often, right? I need to exercise, or I need to exercise more. And we put in the to because it's telling us, okay, I need it, kind of like we use the word to do, to and then a verb. It's saying, I need to do verb, or I need to, and then whatever the verb is. So I need to exercise more. So I need exercise is perfectly, people will understand. But if you said, I need to exercise more, and you need to remember the two, if you say that, then people will go, oh, they exercise, they just want to do it more, right? And so that's kind of the ways that you would think about to write about it. So I want you to try, don't worry about, am I correct? Did I write this correct? Just practice writing this and say, okay, is everything I'm saying, that everything that I wrote, would somebody who's a English speaker understand what I mean? Not just understand what I said, but what I mean, what I want them to know about me. And so that's it for our lesson today. Really quick, easy, but just focus on this writing, okay? To tell people things that you want, to tell people things that you need. You can even try replacing want and need with hope and wish, right? So that's it for today, and I will see you in the next lesson.